sort out what he's going to be doing in the next 3 or 4 months.
Like testing, so on how the athlete is in a position and how,
yes.
And then decide on what
we talked through all the issues, and marathon's a little bit different because maybe 90% of it is just getting out and doing the rain. Maybe if you're coaching a shot put, you have to see him every day because there's more technical input. So, and I coached back in the 1980s, World Junior Record Hockey. 36 at
about this Loughborough training center. So how do you plan this? Does it mean so the athletes, the top British athletes, now will come to Loughborough a certain period of time?
Not necessarily. We make it as attractive as possible, and then they can decide for themselves. Some will maybe just come in occasionally for medical, to access the medical staff. Or for strength and conditioning advice or nutrition expertise or whatever it is. It might be different for different people. Because when we start this, we're starting something that's new, and it's unreasonable to expect that people who already have personal coaches in a different part of the country who are very valuable to these athletes and can't move because they have jobs or wives or whatever it is, and we accept that there will be people like that. We try to make the place as attractive as possible and make the services as good as they can be, so that maybe younger people or older ones who want to make a change have the opportunity of doing that. But part of what we have at Loughborough is we have a service scheme which is geared to people who are trying to stay on our world-class plan. So UK Athletics will have athletes to whom it commits itself in terms of funding and support and medical support and all the other forms of support. There will be an entitlement for athletes depending on what their performance level is being. And they won't just be given money or the services straight away. They have to sit down and I must satisfy myself that what they're doing and how they're doing it and where they're doing it
is through the plans.
Is going to work. So if there's some deficiencies in the plan, then we may say, what to say, you have to change this or do something about it, otherwise we don't feel we can support it. So they have to measure up. So it is ultimately it's like a partnership between the UK Federation, which in some situations I'm the representative, sitting in my area, and with the athlete and the athlete's coach. We all have to buy in to sing.
Athlete and athlete coach.
It's
like a triangle.
It can be.
Basically.
Most usually it is like that. So we have to try to create a situation where if we are investing a lot of money, money doesn't come from the athletics, the money comes from ultimately government, and government expects to have some assurance that it's being used properly. So certain people are trusted to do the check to say that yes, these people are working in a
this
really
is the
good
role
way.
of federation.
Yeah, but it's imposed on federation because they're responsible to the people who give them the money in the first place. And they won't get the money. They won't get the money at all if they are considered to be using it irresponsibly. So if we have athletes who are taking money and then performing, over 3-4 years performing rubbish, then somebody's going to say somewhere, well, who's looked at this, what these people are doing, and said it's okay. But clearly it's not okay, so why should we continue to give them money? So that's the way it works. And we also have, in my area, which is in June's area, we have a very strong belief and commitment in extending the opportunities and extending the support as far as we can to more people than just the people who are actually on the world-class plan. So what we have is...
Development plans.
Yes, yeah, we widen it. So we have, we employ our own UK endurance and from money that is raised in other ways. We employ our own sports doctor, we employ our own sports physio, and we also have an endurance house where we can put athletes in, they can come for short periods of time, or even in some cases, they're just living there for free. Yes. And so we have that. We have the endurance house, we have the extra service for people who are just a slightly lower level, but they have shown in some ways that they've got a very strong commitment, and they're still trying to get up there among the best people, and we're trying to help them to do that as well. And bigger and broader than that, we now have an altitude training program, which
this is very interesting.
Which will happen all year round. We have six camps, which will last between maybe minimum 4 weeks and maximum maybe 8 weeks. So probably for at least about 40 weeks of the year. About 40 weeks of the year we will have training camps. We have 3 in Kenya over the winter. So when the weather in Europe doesn't really allow too much altitude training in Europe. That's a little bit more exclusive because it costs more to get there. It's cheap when you're there, but it costs the extra flights. And also in travelling there, we have necessary to stay overnight.
Somewhere
on arrival, more money. So the numbers that go on that one will be relatively smaller, but on the one that's the rest of the year, we have 3 camps starting typically in April in the Pyrenees in France. And that the camps there will continue until September. And then
that period of time you just divide it and make
it's usually
depend on the tournament.
It's usually linked to the competitions, to the big competitions. So not there will be people who can go to those camps who aren't in those competitions, just want to go there to train at that time of year. And there'll be others who are there specifically to get ready. So we've had Mo Farah and Chris Walker and then Quantum Mile before coming in. Also Joe Jackson, who was 10th in the walk, women's walk, she was up there too. And about half of our